Florence, early Renaissance. In Masaccio's The Baptism of the Neophytes, water, stone, and breath become instruments of faith. Painted for the Brancacci Chapel around 1425 to 1428, this fresco captures the instant when sacred ritual meets startling realism. We stand at a river's edge as St. Peter, apostle and first pope, welcomes new believers into a transformed life. Listen for the quiet drama, the hush of a crowd, the splash of poured water, the tremor of anticipation. Masaccio strips away ornament to build a world of weighty figures and convincing space, a blueprint for Renaissance painting. Before we dive in, don't forget to like and subscribe. Your support helps us keep creating more educational videos like this one. Start on the left. Heads cluster tightly under a pale sky, their attention funneling toward the right. St. Peter leans in, his body forming a diagonal that guides our gaze. Hands rise, not dramatic, but decisive. Teaching hands, consoling hands, hands that steady the moment. Masaccio anchors these figures against a rocky bank, a real place with weight and grit. The drapery falls in heavy planes, simplifying color and form so the bodies read as sculptural masses. Even in stillness, the crowd seems to breathe together, a community forming around a single act. At the center, the sacrament begins. A convert kneels in the stream, shoulders bowed, as St. Peter reaches with a small vessel. The arm is a bridge between old life and new, between the crowd and the water. Notice the geometry, the figures bent back, Peter's firm stance, the subtle tilt of the container that lets gravity take over. Ripples buckle around the kneeling body, and the robe's weight meets the river's surface with gentle resistance. Masaccio uses light to shape muscle and cloth, turning pigment into touch. The scene is quiet, but the transformation is immense. To the right waits the famous shivering neophyte, nude, arms crossed tight across his chest. This is not an idealized hero, but a man feeling cold, skin prickling under open air. His shoulders hunch, the neck shortens, the ribs press subtly forward, a body contracting against the chill. Masaccio's realism does more than imitate nature. It makes empathy immediate. We feel the water's bite and the hesitant courage of waiting for one's turn. Faith here is not abstract. It has temperature, breath, and time, measured in the seconds before water touches skin. Look down to the river itself. Bare feet stand calf-deep, toes gripping the bed as ripples spread in concentric whispers. The hems of cloaks darken where fabric meets water, and the stony bank cuts diagonally, anchoring the scene with a real edge. Masaccio paints reflections and distortions sparingly, just enough to convince the eye. Nothing is decorative for its own sake. Water is weight, chill, and ritual stage. That physical truth makes the spiritual meaning sharper. The convert's kneeling posture isn't symbolic alone. It's a body negotiating current, gravity, and grace. Above it all, a band of sky opens over rugged hills. The distance is soft, the near figures crisp, an early Renaissance lesson in atmosphere and depth. Masaccio unifies the scene with a single, consistent light that maps over every head and shoulder. In the chapel, this painted illumination resonates with real daylight, making the figures feel present in our space. Gesture becomes language, guiding hands, turned faces, a chain of attention that leads us cleanly through the story. This is how belief is made legible, through light that models truth and bodies that carry meaning. Masaccio's Baptism of the Neophytes is a quiet revolution, a scene where human sensation, cold, weight, touch, grounds a sacred promise. In the Brancacci Chapel, these innovations in light, volume, and perspective helped chart the course for generations, from Mussolini's contemporaries to Michelangelo's towering figures. Here, conversion is both theology and experience, lived moment by moment in the body. As we step back, the whole frieze settles into balance. Stone, water, flesh, and faith. It's a reminder that great art doesn't just show what happened, it lets us feel why it mattered.